Yo, what's up, people? France, the land of croissants and romance, almost became the land of oh crap. The far right won. Yeah, things got real tense in the recent elections. Imagine a political thriller where the bad guys are gaining ground and everyone's like, is this the end of liberté, égalité, fraternité? Okay, maybe not everyone, but you get the point. The far right was on the rise, peddling their usual brand of fear and division. They were like that friend who shows up to the party uninvited and tries to change the music to polka. Nobody wants that, right? But here's the thing about France. They don't just sit back and let things happen. They fight back, and boy, did they fight back this time. The stakes were high, higher than the Eiffel Tower on a clear day. The far right winning would have been a major blow to democracy, not just in France, but across Europe. It would have been like letting the pigeons take over the park. Sure, pigeons are kind of cute, but they poop everywhere, and nobody wants that. So, yeah, France was on the brink, staring into the abyss of political turmoil. But just when all hope seemed lost, a new force emerged from the shadows, a force for good, a force for change. This wasn't some random group of people who met on Twitter and decided to save France. The New Popular Front has roots, man. Think back to the 1930s, the OG Popular Front, when different leftist parties joined forces to fight fascism. Yeah, they were kind of a big deal. Fast forward to today, and the New Popular Front is like the reboot of a classic movie. Same core values, updated for a modern audience. They believe in social justice, economic equality, environmental protection, all that good stuff. Think of them as the anti-far right, the voice of reason in a world that's slowly losing its mind. But let's be real, it's not like the New Popular Front magically appeared with a fully formed plan to defeat the far right. They had their work cut out for them. The far right had been gaining momentum for years, preying on people's fears and insecurities. It was like they were playing a game of political chess, and the New Popular Front was starting the game down a few pawns. But here's the thing about underdogs, they often have the most heart, and the New Popular Front had heart in spades. They knew that to win, they had to do more than just talk the talk. They had to walk the walk, and they had to do it together. If the far right is like that one friend who always tries to split the bill unfairly, the New Popular Front is that friend who throws down a credit card and says, "Don't worry, I got you." They understood that in unity there is strength. It's like that old saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And they wanted to go far, all the way to a more just and equitable society. So they put aside their differences and focused on their shared goals. It wasn't always easy. Imagine trying to herd a bunch of cats, except the cats are political parties with strong opinions. But they managed to find common ground to agree on the things that mattered most, defeating the far right, protecting democracy, and building a better future for all French people. French citizen, they also knew that to win, they had to reach beyond their traditional base. They had to convince people who might be skeptical, who might be tired of the same old political games. So they hit the streets, they talked to voters, they listened to their concerns. They were like the door-to-door salespeople of hope, peddling a message of unity and solidarity. Young activist. And you know what? It worked. People were hungry for change, for something different from the divisive rhetoric of the far right. They were tired of the fear, the anger, the hate. They wanted something positive, something to believe in. And the New Popular Front offered them that hope. Now, this wasn't some fairy tale election where the good guys just waltzed to victory. There were some real nail-biting moments, times when it felt like the far right might actually pull it off. It was like watching a tennis match where the score is constantly tied, and you're just waiting for someone to blink. Far right supporter. One of those moments was when the far right leader, let's call him Jean-Marie Le Pen 2.0, because originality isn't their strong suit, tried to pull a fast one on immigration. He was all like, we need to close the borders, kick out all the immigrants, and make France great again. You know, the usual greatest hits. But the New Popular Front wasn't having it. They called him out on his BS, pointing out that immigration is actually good for the economy, and that diversity makes France stronger. They were like, Jean-Marie, my dude, you're stuck in the past. It's 2024, get with the program. And the people listened. They saw through the far right's fear-mongering and chose hope instead. Another key moment was when the New Popular Front unveiled their plan for the future. It wasn't just some vague promises and empty slogans. It was a detailed, well-thought-out plan for a more just and equitable society. They talked about investing in education and healthcare, about creating jobs, and protecting the environment. It was like they were saying, we hear your concerns, and we have a plan to address them.